Hi guys, we are back and we are shuffling again, this time for June the 6th. We're going to do one card for each sign and see what comes up. There's our first card, so that's for Aries. I do take jumpers sometimes. It just depends on if it feels right or not. But usually the jumpers that come out, I do take them. All right, so Aries, I don't have to flip your card over. We've already got your card coming out here. So what we have here for Aries is the Page of Fire, which is appropriate for Aries. And this is just talking about that there is, trying to see if I can get it somewhere where it'll focus a little more without too much glare. So the Page of Fire just means that you're getting in some kind of message, Aries, that lets you know, it basically gives you the go-ahead about something that you want to move forward with, something that you feel excited about, and that I think you're looking forward to moving forward with. So getting in that message just allows you to do that. All right, so that's for Aries today. Taurus, you have the Eight of Earth. This just means that you're doing some work today and that work is working out. This is successful work that I'm seeing you doing during the day, Taurus. Next up, we're going to look at the card for Gemini. Gemini, you have the Seven of Earth showing up here, and the Seven of Earth is just telling me that this is payday for you in one way or another. So payday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a Sunday. I'm not sure how that works. Could though. So this, it could be a payday or it could be a payback of something that you have that you've exchanged with somebody and now they're paying you back, or you could be literally getting a payday, could be having money hit your accounts, or money in your hand or a check in your hand today. But it doesn't even have to be about money. When we've got this particular payday showing up, this could be from anything where you've invested time or energy or money into. So it could be an investment paying you off, but it also could be that if you've invested emotions into a relationship, that you could be seeing the payoff for that. You could be seeing that somebody is really trusting you after you've invested in this relationship. That could be what we're looking at too. So there's a lot of different ways that this can manifest. So you want to kind of be on the lookout for how is that payday coming into you? What is it that you have invested in one way or the other and you're receiving the rewards for now? Okay, so that was for Gemini. Next up, we are going to look at Cancer. Cancers, you guys have the Sun card in reverse, and the Sun in reverse is just telling me that you are doing something that you're really enjoying and you're doing it along with other people. This is a shared experience. So you're not by yourself doing this thing. You are enjoying whatever this is with somebody else. And I do think that this is something enjoyable that makes you feel good while you're doing it. Okay, so that's for Cancer. Next up, let's look at Leo's card. So for Leo, we do have the Two of Air showing up in reverse. Now, Two of Air showing up in reverse is a pretty simple card. It just means that you have a decision to make and that you're having trouble making that decision with the Two of the Air. You're having a hard time figuring out which way you really want to go on that decision. Next up is Virgo. And so Virgo is what you guys have is the Nine of Water. Nine of Water is telling me that you're feeling emotionally satisfied and fulfilled about something that you have going on during the day. La da da da. Some of you, your relationship may be even stepping up to the next level. Somebody could be offering you an engagement ring. Not all of you, of course, but some of you. So next up we have Libra. So Libra, you're interacting with somebody today who is very creative, very outgoing, somebody who likes to be very positive, very cheerful. They may even flirt a lot. This is somebody who generally is pretty attractive in a lot of different ways, and creative and supportive and encouraging. So this is somebody that you're interacting with during the day, Libra, or during the evening, but on the date of the 6th of June. Next up, let's look at the card for Scorpio. Scorpio, what we have for you here is the Four of Earth in reverse. Now, Four of Earth in reverse can manifest in a couple of different ways. This can be a card that says you're pouring out your feelings to somebody that in a way that is not your normal everyday way of pouring out feelings, okay? The other thing that this can say is that us Scorpios are spending money that we had stashed away. We're spending money that we were holding back, or we're pulling something else out that we had stashed away if it's not money. I pulled a card like this for somebody once before, and what she was pulling out of stash was she had a gun that she very rarely shot that she was going to give away to somebody else in the family because it was a family heirloom and it had been passed down from, I think it was her great-grandmother to her grandmother to her mother to her. And so I don't think she had any daughters because she was going to give this to a niece, but it was stashed away. It wasn't something that was easily accessible. It wasn't something that she was using every day. It was something that was saved because it was special, and she pulled that out of the stash to give that to her niece. So this doesn't have to be money that you've got stashed away. This could be something else that you had stashed away and you're pulling it out of the stash. If this doesn't apply to the idea of sharing feelings in a more open way than what we normally do. Okay, so that's for Scorpio. Next up we have Sagittarius's card. Now, Sagittarius, you have the Page of Earth showing up in reverse. Page of Earth in reverse just means that you're hearing something about money or material goods that you really would rather not hear. This is something that says that you're going to be having to pay for something you didn't expect to pay for, having to spend money on something you weren't expecting to spend money on, or that something that you have that it has some kind of worth, that value of that thing has dropped. Could be that. I've had a card like this show up before for somebody who found out that her son had dropped his phone in the toilet, and so she was the one responsible for replacing his phone. You know, so the type of material goods or financial news that we just would rather not have to deal with or would rather not hear. Okay, so that's for Sagittarius. Next up we have Capricorn's card. Capricorn, you guys have Six of Water in reverse. Six of Water in reverse, what I'm getting whenever I look into this card is that there's somebody that is going to show up from the past today, and this is somebody that you really would rather not interact with or be around because this person brings a lot of not happy memories with them whenever they show up, Capricorn. All right, next up we have the card for Aquarius for today. So Aquarius, King of Earth showing up in reverse. This is telling me that somebody's going to be trying to shake you down for some money. Now, they're going to be coming to you and telling you, you know, I need money for this, that, or the other. Well, yeah, they do. But they also aren't telling you that they're planning on using some of this money for another this, that, or the other. And the reason they're not telling you about the other this, that, or the other is because they know that you would never provide the money for them if you knew about that as well. Okay, so the example I like to give for this is somebody comes to you and says, you know, I need diapers for the baby or I need formula for the baby. Can you give me some money? And then what they don't tell you is they're also going to go out and buy some pills off the black market or, you know, go and get some crack or I don't know what all, you know, but something that you would never ever finance in their wildest dreams. Is some of what they're planning on spending that money for. So for me, when this card comes in, somebody is telling you the truth about what they're going to spend the money on. They're just not telling you the whole truth. They're leaving out some key instrumental parts. So if somebody asks you for money or asks you for some kind of support in some way, you just want to make sure that you know what the real deal is. Make sure that they're giving you all the information before you agree to that. So if say they want money for formula or diapers or whatever and they need something that is like, you know, twice the amount of what it should cost to buy those things, you want to question that. You don't want to just let it ride. Okay? Because, you know, when we contribute money towards something, that has an energy to it. And whatever we're buying, that has an energy to it. So if we're contributing to something that is genuinely helpful, that energy that surrounds that transaction is good energy. If we're contributing to something that is potentially negative, then that energy that surrounds that transaction and that comes back to us is not as positive as we had planned on or had hoped for. So we just want to be careful that what we're doing is really for good and going to be used for good. Okay, so that's for Aquarius. Next, let's look at Pisces. So Pisces, you have the Four of Fire showing up here. I feel like you're going to be making some changes around your home, whatever your home might be. I just feel like there's going to be some changes, some updates, making it so that it works more for you. It's more of a happiness making place than it was before. Not saying it's not right now, it probably is, but making some kind of changes that make you feel even more happy with your home. Okay, so that's what I've got for everybody for today. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget to thumbs up and share. Also, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions from me. It's because of all of you guys' support that I'm able to continue to do what I love to do for my living, so thank you very much. If I don't see you here for a private between now and then, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.